tune right in. Another wasteland journey's gonna begin. Steffi's stream is rolling, raiders beware. We're gonna make this wasteland our lair. She's the walker of the wastelands, streaming chaos across the lands. Walker of the wastelands, walker of the wastelands. Clicking buttons, cracking jokes, dialogue choices that'll make you choke. Interact to mayhem, every stream's a blast. Web chat directing chaos, how long will we last? Uh-oh, the stream's about to glitch. Internet connection's got a wicked itch. Frozen screen, audio's gone wild. Chat's typing F and laughing like a child. Tech troubles strike, but we don't care. Steffi's playthrough is gonna make us pull out.
Hello guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera and the other overlays so you can see the tour a little bit easier. Alright, well I want to welcome you to the Nuka world build at Sanctuary. I did a little bit different. It's more modern build. It's a little bit bigger than the last one that I did. Try to use a little different style. So as you can see, I left the bridge open so the NPCs can actually use it. I will take you into the river so you can actually see what the other side looks like. I used pillars from the Snappy Builds mod, and also this whole bridge was made with a little bit mixture of Snappy Builds, Homemaker, and CVC, and of course the regular Nuka World things that you can get when you do the DLC. I tried to have everything lit up pretty well. Over here on the left, we'll just go up one street, go around, and then work our way around. We have the Nuka Diner. I did use Creation Club decorations this time around. Little bit of mix of everything is going to be what this build is about for the Nuka world. But I do have a whole list of the mods used on my Discord. That's Steffi's Trailer Hood. So as we're coming out, everything is, every settler is assigned to work it. So we have a little, right here on the park map. We'll get to the rocket ride here in just a little while. I use a scaffolding to make, I didn't do a roller coaster this time around. I tried 3 times to build a coaster and it honestly just wasn't working out very well. So I did something a little bit different, which I did almost like a soapbox derby type of attraction with the cars from Kitty Kingdom. It's a pretty good view from up here. I do have a greenery mod as well, so that's where a lot of it looks green and a lot of the trees are coming through. Try not to go too fast. I did notice that the water did not render. I'm going to go ahead and open up the build mode and turn it back off real quick. Hopefully that will work. Sometimes it does. The build your old pull mod can be a little finicky, but sometimes you just need to turn it on and turn it back off and see, there you go, it's all done. Yes, there is a pool over there. So one of the things I wanted to do was kind of keep everything a little bit more cohesive, not so wasteland style, and add as many of the modern touches that I could. Went ahead and built another bowling alley. This one's a little bit more comfy, cozy. I just did 2 lanes, a little bit smaller than the last one. So as I come in, I found these ceilings in the Snappy builds and just fell in love with them. So you're going to see those a lot throughout this build. I put the Vault-Tec power armor suit in here. I did not do a power armor museum as I had planned. I do think this playthrough got glitched a little bit, so I actually lost quite a few suits of power armor. So that's why I went ahead and didn't build the museum for it. So I kind of have the power armor. I only have 3 suits, and it's just distributed around Sanctuary. So we do have some guards and some turrets over there. Went ahead and put in a basketball court. You know, the settlers need a lot to do here, right? But this is all for the entertainment of the settlers. One of the fun things that I did, which I really enjoyed doing, was I put in a wasteland baseball diamond, which I thought this was really fun. I did one last build in the grass and you couldn't really see it very well, so I decided to put it on a foundation this time. But one thing that is really fun is displaying all the weaponized baseball bats, because this is wasteland baseball, right? So you know, of course we have the flaming advanced baseball grenade launcher which is a lot of fun. But you know, at this point you just pick your poison. So I was able to build all these static objects with the OC decorator. Put in some stands on either side. So there you have it there. So as we're going around, did do another little seating area over there. They want to watch the game. And also I put in some more bumper cars. I absolutely love putting in the bumper cars. This guy, see, he's put in the usher mat for the let me turn this light on. He's actually in armor.
Here to spy on me.
Which is kind of funny. I love the Nuka with the Nuka World Creation Club. You actually get these Nuka-Cola outfits that are actual armor, so your settlers can actually look like they fit in there. So we did put jingles
Don't much
everywhere.
care for good neighbor. That place is
They're
nothing but
testing out the
trouble.
ride with this teddy bear. So, and here it is. The sun is coming over Sanctuary, and now we're going to be entering the compound that I built for the actual settlers. First building on your left is going to be the first, not really a bunkhouse, but a home that I tried to build for them. I did everything in the Creation Club penthouse design. These are actually trellises from Homemaker that you can find in the Gates tab. And then again, of course, I absolutely love a glass ceiling. Went out here and put in a nice cozy little back patio for them, you know, because they work hard and the wasteland is tough. So here we go. And of course, more of the glass roofs for the back patio. The next building that you have over here is going to be a little bathhouse. I couldn't really figure, none of the doors really looked good. So we don't have doors in the wasteland right now. But it's okay. We're all family, right? There we go. That's a little bathhouse. Clean, simple, a little bit more modern. I do have quite a few dogs. There is Dog Meat. He looks a little different. I have where you can change his color and the breed and everything, but I did keep him a German Shepherd, and I just made him white. This was the first house that I built. This is for Preston and the rest of the Quincy gang. Again, clean, simple, very modern. You know, kind of hoping that Marcy wouldn't have anything to complain about, but you know, she's always going to complain. I know they're looking at me like, what are you doing in here? So, but a little kitchen for them, with some perfect pies and some jerky and a fully stocked kitchen. There we go, with a nice, cool little modern. All right, I don't wonder if this guy's going to let us up the stairs. That's all right. I got a jetpack. I'll just go over them. This was a lot of fun. Nice, cool little settlement area for them to sleep in, which of course all the other settlers are taking over. Okay, so as we go our way downstairs, I'm just going to jump over this guy. I usually build a greenhouse, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I just made a big porch, and I moved the graves over. I actually always keep them, but I actually moved them over a little bit to make room for this. They actually just must have farmed the watermelons, because they were out here earlier. There was actually really full. This actually produces food as well. It's from CVC.
You know what I call a good day? One that
I
ends
did
without an empty stomach.
put on my magazine racks over here because I couldn't find a good place to put them. And I actually have some to put in here. I mean, might as well. And I have a couple bobbleheads as well to fill. I did not get all the bobbleheads. I usually do. I usually try and get them before level 20, but I was really focused on this build, this playthrough. So I didn't get all the bobbleheads. I did go through the gauntlet at Nuka World at level 6, I think. 6 or 10. I can't remember. It's on the VOD though. But I know it's the lowest level that I think maybe it was 10. It was the lowest level I ever attempted, and I only died in the gauntlet once because I couldn't jump over one of the stupid trip wires. I knew it was there. Every time I tried to jump over it, I would just trip and explode. So anyway, so here we go over here. And I did try and keep it, very appealing. This is Mama Murphy's Christmas house, which I had such a blast building. I absolutely love Christmas. So as we go in, I did have all the Creation Club dogs, but I only got one of them. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that.
Hello, ma'am.
So we're just doing a settlement tour right now. This is the latest build that I've done for Sanctuary. It's my Nuka World build. Preston is always with Mama Murphy, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But anyway, so I gave her a bunch of whole Christmas. She's actually in a Santa outfit and in her cappy glasses. She looks so cute, right? Well, it's kind of funny because I have sexy Santa suits, but you know what? I don't want to go to hell, so I'm just put her in the regular Santa costume. And she has a nice, cozy little porch out here, so she can kind of have a nice view, because Mama Murphy always gets her own house. And we'll look at the back of it when I take you over to the footbridge. So I never did run into Kelly, the one that sells the Brahmins, but this is where they would be if I did. I did make myself, I usually just do a very wasteland style build for myself, which is actually kind of funny, but I wanted to give myself a little extra. So I did all of the video games, because I mean, hey, we're all gamers here, right? This is all the stuff that I collected to use for decorating. Lots of stuff that I didn't use, but it's okay. This right here, if you ever use OC Decorator, you can actually make this dispenser, and you can make anything vanilla in the game. You can put it in there and make it a static decoration, so the NPCs cannot knock it over, which is always the biggest problem with most things. And you'll see I did the Mechanist drawing. I made it static, and then I put it right here next to my bed because I really like that. I don't like the quest very much, or the DLC too much, but I do like collecting those things. So I'm using this CVC bobblehead holder. I do have a couple just to put in. Like I said, I usually try and get them all before level 20, but I really wasn't focused on getting the bobbleheads this time. But I will put them, the ones that I do have. I guess I probably got about half of them. And I just got them as I was running by, trying to look for other stuff because I knew exactly what I needed for this build. So it's like, hey, let's just dip in here real quick and grab that bobblehead. I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's about half. But anyway, it's pretty cool. It's lighted. Is radiant lit. Nice little cozy living room area. And then I made this little walkthrough into my workshop area. This did not get finished. Like I said, I had 3 or 4 suits of power armor disappear. So I knew that was going to have to go ahead and, sorry, Lance, I just saw your message and it completely just sidetracked me. So these are all my workbenches. This is the vanilla workbench. I just moved it. This is a chem station from CVC. And I have storage boxes for everything. This one is really cool. If you do get, I love CVC. It's probably one of the mods that I will not turn off on my next playthrough. I'm going to try and do a vanilla as possible. And I say that because there's a few things that I will not turn off. This one actually is really cool. It makes ammo. If you play Fallout 76, you can play, you can make ammo in there, but this, in vanilla Fallout 4, it does not. The only ammo it doesn't make is the ammo for the splatter cannon that you get from Nuka World. But that's okay. This is a Creation Club weapons bench, and I added some decorations for it. And then the Creation Club Armorers bench as well. And then I have all my legendary pieces in here. Normally, I would go ahead and equip all my settlers with these things, but there just really wasn't much time. The focus on this build was actually the actual build itself. Cooking stove, which I have a few of those here. Yeah, I acquire all these stealth boys and I never use them. So they just kind of go in a little cooler or something. But this is my back patio porch area. Nice, cute, cozy little area. This looks really nice at night. I'll go ahead and make it dark and so you can see what that looks like, because it's really kind of nice and cozy. The bedroom area, of course, and I do utilize all of the storage that I get here. It usually has different things because I like to separate and organize all of my things that I'm going to use for decorating. So this was going to be the Hall of Power Armor, but I decided to make it into a pool hall instead. So we got some nice little cozy sitting areas, a bar, fully stocked, obviously, and looks like Codsworth's this is his place to hang out. 2 pool tables and some more seating over here. And of course, I love the windows because then you can see everything and it just looks so open. We're going to go ahead and dip out so I can show you the rest. So this is the shooting range that I made. Carla hangs out here. So this is about where the house is with the crafting workbench and everything is. So when you come in, you have 4 tables with guns and weapon ammo. And then you have these unrusted tin cans. There's 11 of them that I could find in Vault 114. So you have those to shoot. You can shoot the mini nuke, but you only shoot it once. And then you have these cutouts, and then of course the signs in the back. Okay, then the next thing we're going to move on to is I made a smaller arcade than I normally would. but I wanted to
gave you the
try and
idea
fit
we're
everything
friends?
in on this footprint along the road. So when you come in, you have prizes, of course. You can get your tokens to play all the games. You have a little Mr. Gutsy over here, which isn't he cool? I blew him up. I think it's like 1,000% bigger than what it actually is. You can play atomic rollers, or you could just have a seat and watch your friends play. Then as you're leaving, we'll get to the pool instead. That was a lot of fun. We have a little kiddie corner. So more games, of course, with prizes. You got to have prizes. And then you have some ice cream and a candy and popcorn stand, right? So I did add some more stuff on the roof. Everything, just about everything has something on the roof. Here, let me clear up the weather here so it'd be a little bit clearer. This is a True Storms mod. I do like it because you can clear up the storms. Even if you're in the glowing sea, you can clear out the rad storms and stuff. So as you can see, I'll just come up here real quick. You can see everything has something on the roof that's in the Nuka World build, right? And everything is lit up. So here we go. So that's that up right there. And then we have another Giddy Up carousel, Giddy Up Buttercup carousel. This one, I like it. It's cute. But I have some ideas for the next one that may make it a little bit better. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one that I built. And I think the next one will be even bigger. Some more seating area. And then I did another little kiddie ride over here with the Kitty Kingdom cars. And I tried to make a track as best as I could using, again, CVC. Well, that's going to go off the track, but that's okay. And all of those are lighted. And I'm actually going to sit and make it turn dark again so you can see the rest of the build because I think it looks better. I'm also wearing the Nuka World armor with my jetpack. So let's see here. Let's make it nighttime again. I love the way that the sun and the shadows cross. It really says a lot for the update on the Fallout 4. All right. Yeah, see, I'm wearing the Nuka World armor as well. Okay. Oh, and it's raining. Let's turn that off. All right. So here we go. I think it just looks amazing at night. So let's go to the pool area because we do have a big party pool, which the settlers have been using, which is really kind of fun to see them take a dip in the pool. So we have a bar over here and a grill, actually 2 grills going on your left. A nice little sitting area. Quite a bit of seating actually. We have some towels, which are actually beds. These are sit. Oh, these sit. Okay, so these are they have sleeping bags that are beds. That's right. The towels you sit. That is a beach mod from Nexus, and I literally think it's called Nuka World Beach Mod. And then the lifeguard stand is actually a defense post. So you'll see her pop up with her, aiming her weapon out. It's actually kind of funny. And then here's the build your own pool mod. And I did add some lights in from Homemaker that I think made a little, pretty good difference. So we have all of that.
Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you.
And then I did try and utilize everything in from the Nuka World because Nuka World is my favorite if you haven't figured that out already. And I will do another Nuka World build for sure, but not on the next playthrough. I already have plans for the next playthrough. One of my favorite things to do is build a rocket ride. I just want to it's just so cool. You know, it's fun. And it's really kind of funny to see the settlers get up on the chairs because they'll get on there and sit like they're just hanging out. It's like, okay. Here we have my first Slocum Joes. Did not have the Creation Club stuff until this playthrough. So over here on your left, you do have the coffee and tea machine, which is kind of cool. And then you can make all different kind of donuts that are actually really, really good buffs. They're really kind of cool. You have a seating area, and this is Nuka World, so I did add the Nuka World stuff in the Slocum Joes. Alcohol and Nuka Cola, and then one of the very few, I think I only had 2 sets of armor this time. I don't know if you can see the Tesla coils, but never had the Slocum Joe stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, because then you can come out here on the back patio and have a seat and watch all the goings on. It's a little empty back here, but I wanted to kind of keep it some more green space. Your favorite armor ever? I know you have the Pip-Boy cover for it. That's so cool. Over here, we do have some more seating area. I kind of built out the wall a little bit, but only to a certain point, and I did actually stop it, because that is it for the Nuka World. This is all, there's the bridge. See, the bridge looks really cool. So back here, Mama Murphy's house from the back. You know, it's always Christmas in Sanctuary. I always have at least one Christmas tree in every build. And then over here, this is where I was going to connect the Red Rocket with a footpath and a footbridge. Actual fishing chairs that produce food. And then, of course, some nice little park seating area over here, which it looks nice. And then for the bridge, I just used these walls, which are actually wide doorways, but made sense for me to keep the water going. Now, one thing I'd like to do is actually take a look at this from above. So I'm going to go ahead and tunnel. And turn that off, and we're going to go fly high and then look at Sanctuary from above. One of my goals is I have a visible galaxy mod. I'd like to get it stable enough to be able to keep it from flickering out. So this is what Sanctuary looks like from the top looking down. And there's Vault 111. Put a lot of work into this build. I was hoping to have it a little bit bigger build, but I was already starting to have a few crashing issues because of all the lights. It'll always be the lights. I do have a clean Sanctuary roads mod that keep the roads pretty clean, so that's why the roads look so good. But let's go take a little fly over here. I just think it looks so cool, especially with the windows from the roofs, where you can kind of just see in everything, you know. So it's really neat. I really like the glass ceilings. And then Mama Murphy, she's just hanging out in her house, in her fireplace. Very peaceful. And then that guy forever ushering nobody into nothing. And then, of course, the pool hall just looks absolutely amazing. Flying overhead. Let's go check out the other house. Yeah, it looks real. I really enjoy doing this one, this build. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and come in. Actually, let's kind of do it this way. So the Nuka World globe, of course. And then the pool. Doesn't the pool just... I just want to jump right in that pool. And that pool looks so cool. I really like that. I love that build your own pool mod. That's really good. It's a Nexus mod. I don't use any Bethesda mods. I only use Nexus. There we got June over there. And then the bowling alley with the fan. And then, of course, the little car ride over here. So I think that is going to be it for this build. I will be starting a new playthrough tomorrow. And I'm going to try and do a little bit more vanilla. I'm probably going to turn off some of the mods. And that'll be a challenge for me because I am going to keep my jetpack. I'm going to keep the generator mod. It's a CBX generator mod. It's a very small mod. So everything here, I can probably show you what it looks like because then everything can have its own power. See, that's the generator right there, and then you just add a conduit, and that's it. There's no reason for all the wires. A few other things. I'm going to keep this place anywhere, the scrap everything, the clean sanctuary roads, and any of the only thing that I'm going to turn off is a lot of the decorating mods. I'm going to keep the creation club, but I'm going to try and keep it as vanilla as possible. And even if I do have the mod turn on, I'll only use the vanilla decorating walls, ceilings, floors, things like that. So anyway, thank you for going on this tour with me. I did really enjoy building my new Nuka World at Sanctuary. The next one will be bigger and better, and I'm considering having all of it Nuka World, taking out and actually putting the settlers in boats, having their houses on boats in the river. And so all of Sanctuary will be just Nuka World and attractions. And I have some ideas for some new attractions. So we'll just have to see how that turns out. But anyway, I'll be on tomorrow. Thank you so much for going on this tour with me. I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys later.
Steffi's got a heart like the open skies, with her cat named Lou and her dog she ties to the soul of the park where the daisies grow. She's got a love that'll steal the show. She's living life in a